clap. Hi friends, my name is Ava and I was a friend of Jubilee's from high school. I've been so proud of Jubilee for writing Wishing Well, and now I'm really excited that everyone can share in this magical gift that she left us. I'd like to read a little bit from chapter 2 of her book. The parlor had an air of both comfort and elegance, perfect for sharing tales of one's triumphs. Gentle flames flickered in the hearth underneath a portrait of King Johannes' father, and around the fire were a number of handsome armchairs and sofas. Princess Lyric was lying down on a sofa with her feet propped up on the armrest. Across from her, on another sofa, was Princess Alamode, her legs bouncing with excitement, as Princess Gateau sat by her side, clutching a stuffed bunny to her chest. Occupying an armchair was King Johannes, cradling the baby Princess Palette to keep her from running off. And standing amidst them was Alex, still recounting her day, her sisters cheering and gasping with delight at every last detail. But Alex has saved the best for last, and nothing compared to the girls' reaction then. "No way," squealed Alamode. "Did you really get to conduct a fairy wheel ceremony? I thought only Princess got to do that." "You're so lucky," Lyric sighed. "I wish I could have conducted the ceremony just once before I became a princess." "Maybe when you're 10 you can do a practice one too," Alex said. "I can help show you." As the girls were chattering, 3 of the palace chefs entered the parlor with a large platter of freshly prepared starberry tarts. "His Majesty's favorite," said one of the chefs. "We wanted to make a special treat for such a momentous occasion." "Thank you, that's very thoughtful of you," said King Johannes, as he picked one up and took a bite. They're wonderful. My compliments to the kitchen brigade." With that, the chef smiled and took a bow before leaving the king and the princesses to enjoy their snack. They really were delectable, the tarts, with a powerful, tantalizing aroma that wafted gently through the chamber, conjuring comfortable memories of crackling fireplaces on frosty winter evenings, of sumptuous banquets and beautifully wrapped presents, of cozy afternoons spent napping in bed, and of solitary strolls through neatly manicured rose gardens. The sweets had a calming effect on father and daughters, and as they ate, they could feel themselves relaxing after the day's exhilaration. "Daddy," Gateau said as she returned to her seat on the sofa. "Yes, sweetheart," said the king. "Why is the fairy wheel ceremony so special?" she asked. "Well," King Johannes began, "every year we hold the ceremony to offer weary, wandering fairies something to eat." But, Gateau's nose scrunched up in confusion. "How do we know there are any fairies out there? No one's ever seen one." "Well, maybe not nowadays," said King Johannes, "but they used to. All the time. At least, that's what the legends say." "Tell her about the fairies, Daddy," Alamode gushed, "and their powers." King Johannes chuckled. "I will, sweetheart, I will." He turned his attention back to Gateau. "Like I was saying, according to our myths, a long time ago, humans and fairies used to live alongside each other, right here in Bellarosa. They were wielders of magic, the fairies, and wondrous to behold. With radiant hair, warm smiles, and bodies that floated gently in the air. But most extraordinary of all were the magnificent wings that sprouted from their backs, like butterfly wings made of stained glass. These fairies had all sorts of fantastic powers too. They were known to be able to enchant an artisan's tools to help them create their best work. But every individual fairy had their own special power on top of that. Some could conjure dancing lights, some could make puppets dance and play, others could talk to animals, just to name a few. Yes, they used to live alongside humans, sharing their magic in exchange for our hospitality." But, Gateau began. "What happened? Where did they all go? Why aren't there any more fairies?" King Johannes gave Gateau a kiss on the forehead. "I think that's enough questions for tonight. It's getting to be past your bedtime. Come on then, off to bed with you." Next to him, Alex let out a quiet sigh of relief at her father cutting the questions short. She worried, at her little sister's age, if she was ready to know the whole story. "Prime Minister Strongclaw doesn't believe in the fairies," Lyric said plainly. "He says the legends are a lot of nonsense." The king smiled. Jean-Claude is a good man, but he's lacking in imagination. And if the fairies are real, he'll be one of the last to know. Why, Daddy? Asked the little Pallet. Well, the king began, still smiling. I'll tell you something, and remember this well. This world we live in is full of magic, simply thriving with it. Magic that can be found anywhere and everywhere, but only if you have the faith to look. And little angels? Alex knew what her father was going to say next. It was a blessing he only ever gave to his family and the Prime Minister. And as he did, Alex silently recited the words with him. May you find a world full of magic.